going to happen
right now.
tonight, because the NBA draft just hours away, and you can catch it tonight on both ESPN and ABC. Cooper Flagg is all but guaranteed to go #1 overall to the team Stephen A. was just talking about, the Dallas Mavericks. And when his name is called, he'll be the second youngest player ever to be selected first in the draft, behind only LeBron James. LeBron isn't surprised, as he has nothing but praise for the young prospect.
He wants to be great. He had a hell of a year at Duke. A guy that can do so many different things on the floor, can play with the ball, can play without the ball. His jump shot is going to continue to get better, super athletic, quick second jump. And also, he has the benefit, unlike myself, he gets to join a team that's established.
Right.
With Hall of Fame guys, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, right off the bat, Hall of Fame coach Jason Kidd. These guys are like, they can give him the whole blueprint while he continues to learn what his blueprint will be.
All right, LeBron on his podcast, Mind the Game. All right, Wendy, I know Stephen A. just cautioned us about question marks surrounding new ownership in Dallas, but do you feel like Cooper Flagg's going into a perfect situation?
I think LeBron is the perfect person to analyze that, because LeBron can really relate to what it's like to be a high expectation for #1 overall pick. And boy, is he right. As someone who was there in 2003, not only did LeBron not have an infrastructure to walk into in Cleveland like Cooper Flagg is walking into in a dream situation here, LeBron got bullied a little bit by some of the veterans when he came in. They had to make trades in the first 2 months he was on the team, because there were players on that team that didn't think LeBron should have the role. Not only that, they played him out of position. They said, come in here and play point guard as an 18-year-old when that wasn't his game. I can go on and on about that. But LeBron saying this exactly underscores just how great of a situation this is. On lottery night, I think Cooper Flagg was a little bit shell-shocked, because when he was examining his opportunities, I don't think Dallas ever came into his mind. And he's like, wait a minute. I thought I was going to come in and maybe they were going to build everything around me. And I think he stuttered stepped a little bit. But now, as he's looked, not only that, it's a great spot to live. No state taxes, Mr. Smith. I think you're aware of that. Right. Yes. And they are in position to compete right away. And here's the thing. He is in position to help these players right away. He can play roles that will help them. He may not win Rookie of the Year because they're not going to feed him a ton of shots. He's not going to put up great stats. But he is in position to make a difference in winning from day one, which is extremely rare for a top pick.
Keith?
Go ahead, Keith.
I have to agree with Wendy. I had to agree with Wendy on this one, right? This is not the ideal situation that you normally see, right? He's going to be able to go into this team and grow, right? The best things about his game is the intangibles. The way the high IQ basketball player that he is at such a young age, right? He doesn't have to go in there and be an elite scorer right away. He has 3 Hall of Famers around him and a boatload of other guys who played this game at a high level and just being able to help a team. He's going to go in there and be just like a JT was when he walked in to Boston with the Kyries and the Al Horfords and those guys, with my brother and those guys being guys that was established in the league for a long time and being able to teach this young player how to play a game. Like I said earlier, he reminds me of a young Paul George walking into Indiana and not having to be a superstar right away and being able to grow his game and being able to be the player that he grew into today.
The brother's the truth. Cooper Flagg is no joke, and his versatility really, really comes shining through. But I'm going to caution everybody in this regard, and I don't disagree with anything that LeBron James said. I will just say this. Ownership can mess stuff up because look at what all the stuff that we're talking about. And the fact that they let go of Luka. Remember how people were reacting. Remember, Nico Harrison had to have security in his front and backyard, for crying out loud. I mean, they had to watch his back. You had people who wanted to kill this man for letting go of Luka Doncic. This is not an exaggeration. And so when your concerns are assuaged because you got the #1 overall pick, what were their chances? Like 1.8%, and they ended up pulling it off. And they get the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And this brother, Cooper Flagg, a freshman National Player of the Year, one of only 4 people in history to do that. It's coming with big-time expectations, right? You got to make sure that y'all don't mess this up as an organization. The fan base there is going to be looking for something. LeBron is absolutely right in terms of how special he thinks this kid is going to be. We all believe this kid is going to be incredibly special. But he's not walking into a clear-cut situation. He's walking into a situation where there's a fan base saying, we lost Luka, what you got? Because we know what we saw from this brother. What you gonna bring? And those comparisons might mess things up to some degree. And ownership, the team, Nico Harrison, his staff, Jason Kidd, assuming he's going to still be there, it's a delicate situation that they're going to have to maneuver their way through. I'm not saying that Cooper Flagg in any way is going to be a disappointment to those of us who love the game and watch the game. Certainly not to somebody like LeBron James, who's a savant when it comes to knowing the game of basketball. I'm talking about the outside stuff that could affect your passion to play the game. You got to watch out for that because an organization can mess it up for you.
And
I'm on fire. It's NBA,